Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you haven't done so yet, please hit that thumbs up button and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to be talking about my tragic stories at work. It's going to be 2 stories, by the way. I'm going to save the best for last because that one was very messed up and I think you guys will like that one the most. So we'll just get into the video. Alright, so story number 1, it was when we were remodeling our store and everything, and there was this person, and I was just nice to him. I'm not going to say his name for reasons. When I was working, I don't know if I was in a relationship or if I wasn't in a relationship. I don't think I was in a relationship. I think I was single around this time. So this might have been like last year. Sarah and I, or maybe it was this year, I don't remember. Sarah was friends with this guy on Snapchat, and I didn't know that he saw me from her Snapchat, but apparently he saw me from her Snapchat. And he would always come into my store, and he would always come over in my self-checkout, and he would talk to me, like every single time. And I thought it was normal. I just thought he was like a regular customer and everything. So I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna talk to this guy, because it's just like our normal casual thing. And then he started to come in when I was about to go on break, and then I felt weird because he would follow me to the break room to like continually talking to me as he's following me to the break room. And I'm like, maybe he just wants someone to talk to. So I talked to him, and he's all like, can I get your Snapchat? I'm like, sure. And then he tells me that he saw me from Sarah's Snapchat, and I'm like, oh, okay. I don't know if he was like a stalker or anything, but makeup looks really bad. He did that twice, and then the second time he followed me to the break room, and then he even followed me back out. And I look at my coworker, and I look uncomfortable because I was uncomfortable. I'm like, why is this dude like not leaving me alone? Because he's been here for like an hour and he won't stop talking to me, you know? So I eventually tell him like, hey, I think you should go away because I can't have a customer like continuously talking to me as I'm working, because I'm trying to work and you won't stop talking to me, you know what I mean? And he's like, oh, okay. And he walks away, and apparently he starts staring at me behind like the shelf area. So he's like looking through the shelf area, like looking at me, and I'm over here like, what the hell? You know what I mean? And he's just like continuously looking at me like over stuff like this. Like, it was weird. What the hell? And then I started getting coworkers coming up to me, and they're like, hey, this guy has been like staring at you for like 2 hours in this same area. Like, he won't leave the shelf area. And then I look over, and he's like peeking behind the thing, and I'm over here like, what the hell? And I didn't see it at first until like someone told me like, hey, I've seen this, and he won't leave. He just keeps looking at you. And I'm over here like, what the hell? Why is he staring at me, you know? So I eventually go take my stuff up, or like my returns up. So I sort through the returns, I come back, and he comes over and he has like a grocery list, and he's all done, and then he keeps messing up, and I have to keep going over to him. And then he asked me if I felt uncomfortable, and I'm like, well, yeah. I feel uncomfortable. It was weird. And then another thing that happened too that he was doing, I'm trying to think. Or I told him, I'm like, hey, I don't think we should talk ever again. Kind of. That's what I said on like Snapchat. I was like, hey, we shouldn't really talk ever again. And he was very triggered, and he was not happy about it. And then I blocked him because he was not happy about it. And it's like, hey, if I don't want to talk to you and I don't feel comfortable talking to you, you should respect that. But no, he was not happy about it. So he like came at my life, and then I blocked him, and that was fine. That was it, I thought. And then he would start coming in every day. He would start coming in every single day, like at my time at night. And then it started getting to the point where as I was closing, he was still there, like waiting for me to come out. And then We even had to get, like, my other coworkers to, like, go around the store to even see if he was still in the store, like, making sure that he wasn't gonna follow me outside or anything. And then I actually had to get followed outside by, like, the security guard. So that's my story with that guy. And then my other story time, story number 2 from work, of course. This happened recently. This was, like, maybe 3 months ago, maybe 4 months ago, I don't know. But this guy, it was at my self-checkout again, and yeah, it was in my self-checkout again, and I go up to the guy because he's scanning his alcohol, and I have to approve the alcohol, so I go over to the guy, and I go to approve the alcohol, and I am like, hey, can I get your ID? So I get his ID, and then he's, like, sniffing the air, he's like, and you know, because, like, the mask and everything, so he starts to pull down his mask, and, like, you can only see his nose, and he's like, and I'm over here, like, what the hell? And he's like, something smells really good, and I'm like, oh, like, okay, you know, and I'm looking at his ID, and then he bends over, and he sniffs me, like, he takes off his mask, bends over, and he sniffs me, and he's like, and I'm over here like, what the fuck, you know? I froze, and then I'm like, did he, like, just do that? Did he, like, literally just sniff me? And I go to type in, like, his birth date really fast, and then I hit enter because I was not trying to stay there, and I was like, okay, I'm done. And then he's like, can I sniff you again? And I was like, shook, like, what? Like, what do you mean, sniff me again? Like, what do you mean, sir? He bends down before I can even say anything and sniffs me again. Right there, on my neck. Here. He sniffed my neck. My neck. During this pandemic, this guy sniffs my neck. My neck. I could have COVID, and he sniffs me. I don't understand people. It was very weird. And then he was like, oh, you smell really good. And I'm like, he's like, yeah, you smell really good. And I'm over here like, cannibalism, waiting for him to, like, eat me, like, my neck, and rip my neck off. I don't know, I was scared. It was scary. Those are my 2 stories from work, and I still work there, obviously. But yeah. And those are my scary stories at work. I have more scary stories, basically. But yeah. And if you want to see more of that, like, just subscribe to my YouTube channel and ring the bell. And I will see you guys next time. Peace.